Okay, just pulled this up. This is the Riccardia scabra, or commonly known as rough Mexican clover. It can be eaten raw in salad. The leaves are sort of like a hardy spinach. You can see the give in that. They're a little bit thicker and a little bit more rigid than like baby spinach. Very gentle flavor. Some of these you can see the little blooms on these little white blooms. You see there's that little cluster there. A lot of those would have bloomed white. Now I've got to clean these up a little bit, but I'm going to use all of this. I'm going to make a huge green juice, and I've got some things to go with that. So I'm going to use some of the stems, just the brighter green stems, if it's, I'm going to rinse off some of the soil, and it's got some dried leaves in there. But yeah, I've been watching this in my backyard. It's very common along the coastal states of the southeast, all the way from Louisiana, Florida being the most predominant state that this is found in. I did make a video about this last year. I think I called it the Wild Green Brain Blast, because I put some rosemary for it. That's real good for the brain. But I'm going to juice these awesome wild greens. This supposedly, based on my limited research, limited information out there, supposedly real good for the eyes. What I'm going to put with that, I've got 4 cucumbers, I've got 5 apples. I'm going to probably sample it and leave maybe one apple towards the end, and I may only include like 3 or 4. I've got a nice portion of ginger, a couple of lemons, 1 whole fennel bulb with the stalks, and I just got these about 10 sprigs of rosemary fresh. And so that everything you see here is going to be in this awesome wild green juice. This plant is really abundant, and it seems to be very, very vigorant growth, and it grows fast. I've actually saved some of the seeds. It's so prolific, and it makes a really good, nutritious green juice. You can't beat that wild, right out of the ground vibration. Raw phytochemicals, saponins, the whole 9 yards there, and that green right there. Okay, and then I got some high power cayenne. I think it's a 75 Scoville unit, 75,000 or either 90,000 Scoville unit. Ground organic cayenne. I'll put a teaspoon of that per quart. I don't know how many quarts it's going to make. Now that looks like a lot of greens, but once that's juiced, it'll condense down some. So I'm curious to see how much this is going to make. Let me get to prepping, and we'll get back with you. Look at how vibrant green that is. Now this is sort of like a little bit thicker and a little bit more rigid than like baby spinach. So these greens are quite pleasant, mild. They could be used as salad. The stalks are a little bit hardy, but now I'm going to juice most of the stalks until they get like real close to the where they get a little soil on there. And again, this is Riccardia scabra. Okay, we got it all prepped now. The Riccardia scabra, or commonly known as rough Mexican clover. That's all that I got here. I pulled off the best of the best, the tight little buds with the blooms, where the newest, richest growth is. Some of them are flowering, like that one. But you can see this is the most vibrant of all of it there, and I had some little buds I just put up there. Got the cucumbers ready, the fennel bulb ready, diced, ginger, lemons, rosemary, apple, and here's what I had left of the stems. And I could have probably spent a little more time going through this, but just to be fast, I'm not going to waste this. It'll go straight to the composter. So I'm gonna start the juice here. I'm gonna start the juice. I got some lemon in there. And I'm gonna run these little bit of greens here. That's a nice little one there. Okay, I'll throw some ginger. Cucumber here. And we'll try a fennel frond. Okay, and how about a couple of rosemaries? A couple of apples. Okay, and I'm going to put some of the fennel bulb. That's a little soft. It'll do it though. Fennel is an excellent detoxifier, especially I think it will help alleviate a lot of the mucus within the tissues in the body. Very good detoxifier. Laxly. Alright, so let's try that. Look at that. That's a nice piece of the Ricciardia scabra. And so, let's see, juice that stem on. Green Star is awesome for greens. It'll take it right in and it'll extract the most out of the greens. We've got a little bit of pulp starting to come out here. Let's see the juice. Oh yeah, see we're already getting a good bit of juice there. That's a pretty green right there now. Alright, well I've got a significant amount of stuff left to juice. I got the cucumbers, everything you see there. And so let me get to juicing and then we'll follow up. And hey, this is Trey with Organic 1112. I got a wild green juice coming right at you. We got Carafe Numero Uno. Pour that, and you can see I still got a pretty good bit of stuff left to go here. I'm going pretty at it. This Green Star does a number on this. This stuff is really dry. You can see how just easy that breaks apart. Very little moisture left in that stuff. And very little pulp, so it's extracting a lot of those greens. So let's see what we got here. I'll just put that on there to cover it. So, oh yeah, that is a pretty green. Yeah, I think this is going to make close to 3 quarts. Maybe just shy of 3 quarts. Should be right about at it. Okay, so that's Carafe number 1. Alright, so let's keep rolling and we'll go from there. Just look at this vibrancy here. That is so strong and alive looking for a plant. I mean, it's like right just moments ago this thing was in the ground. Okay. Amazing. Okay, Carafe Numero Dos. Still got that nice green color now. I finished all the greens. I just have a few apples, lemon and ginger, cucumber and fennel left. So I think my prediction was right. This is going to be about close to 3 quarts, I think. Poured a little too fast that first time. You got to be real slow with this Carafe. Highly recommend the Green Star. It's the best for greens, and it sort of encourages you to get the best greens because it will juice them. It's probably the best juicer that I know of for the greens. So it'll focus your intention to get the wild greens, the stuff that's really good for you, and not sprayed with like, you know, manure or crap like that, or sewage water, or even some organic greens are really grown in nasty ass conditions. So wild is like tons better. So I mean, that's what I like about the green store. It encourages me to, knowing that I'll have a tool that I can really make the most of the wild greens, to go out and get them when they're the fresh, and it sort of like encourages you to do this. So let's just keep moving on then, and I'll finish the rest here and we'll see where we end up. Okay, juicing all complete. Carafe number 3 here, not quite full. Now I'm going to pour this in a separate jar just to help me mix these up. So once I want to make sure that, since different ingredients were juiced at different times, I sort of want to get a homogeneous blend of everything. So the juice per each jar tastes, about similar. It's got the same ratio of ingredients in it, in the solution. So what I found is, what this does is it brings down that top level of foam. Man, that's a rich looking green. So I'm just going to sort of mix this back and forth just a little bit. So you can see there, that how the foam's sort of disappearing. Nice. So that's a pretty good blend there. So let's see what we've 2.5 quarts. Topped off with a little cayenne. Nice. Oh yeah. Chilling up, baby.